Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I thought I'd show you how to make a gumball bubble balloon, a little bit like this one here. So this tutorial is going to show you how to get your mini balloons inside of your bubble balloon and also how to put the mini balloon collar onto it. So I'm going to do this video in two parts. So for this one I'm going to show you how to get the balloons inside of the balloon, and then for the second part I'm going to show you how I personalise our bubble balloons using a Cricut machine. This one I've done in pink and blue, and this is a blue crystal clears balloon. This video shows you how to remove the valve from the balloon, because you'll need to do that in order to insert the little ones, and the next video will show you how I'm going to decorate it for a baby shower or maybe a gender reveal. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, drop me a like and maybe subscribe. I would love to see you here for the next one. Thanks for watching, let's jump straight into it. So here are the items that you're going to need to do a gumball bubble balloon. So I am using some 5-inch pale pink and pale blue latex balloons. These are Sempertex brand balloons. Then I have a 260Q modelling balloon. Then I've got a couple of crystal clears balloons for the main bubble. You'll need a chopstick or a straw or maybe even a paintbrush so that you can use this to insert your balloons into your bubble. You'll need a balloon pump or helium cylinder and a pair of scissors. So first of all, before we can get started, we need to take the valve out of this balloon. This is an anagram crystal clears balloon, and it comes with a valve because you can inflate it with helium and just have it floating, and if it's got a valve in it, it's much easier for people just to inflate them themselves, or you can get the shops to do them. So let's just open the packaging on this balloon. This is a blue one that I'm going to use, and the packaging does come with some information about how to inflate it here. So this is just telling you how to do it, how to attach the weight, how to insert your valve and all that sort of thing. So that's that. We don't need any of that information. So this balloon is like a rubbery plastic balloon, and you can see here that it has a valve inside. It's got a really long neck on it, which as a balloon decorator, looking for a balloon with a long neck is like finding gold dust. This is a brilliant balloon to use. So what we want to do, because we want to stuff our balloon with little mini balloons, we need to take this valve out, because at the moment with the valve in there we've got no access to this main body of the balloon. So the best way of doing this, I have found, is to inflate first of all with air. Even if you're going to be using helium, inflate it with air, because you're going to want to take the valve out before you start. So just inflate this. It doesn't need to be fully stretched. Now you can see a little bit easier the valve there. So what we're going to do is pinch it seam to seam, and then we're going to cut it off. And you can see here where this line is of hot seal, and that is where they have inserted the valve, so we can take it out from there as well. So what we're going to do is press together on the sides. So there's a seam this side and a seam this side, and we're going to hold it like that. Then we're going to get a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut it at an angle of about 45 degrees. And that's gone now. Okay, and then all we do is go like that, and the valve blows itself away. And now we've got a nice long neck still to use, and I can now get all the way in to that balloon. And because of the way I cut it on an angle, I'm just going to show you with this piece of paper. I've now got a V shape on this side and a V shape on that side, but I can now get into that balloon really easily. So now we've got the valve taken out, we can start putting our mini balloons in, and I've got these nice pale blue and pale pink 5-inch latex. These are Sempertex branded, also from Amscan online. You may be able to get these from your wholesaler, but we buy them directly from Amscan. Okay, so what you'll need to do for the next bit is grab yourself a chopstick, or sometimes I use the end of a paintbrush. All you need to do is put your chopstick or your stick inside the balloon, come back to your clears or your bubble or whatever it is you're using, and then you can just insert that into your balloon. Okay, and then you can just hold the neck like so. Because I'm just doing this with air to show you, I don't need to worry too much about the gas escaping from the balloon. So that's in there now. I'm going to just tie a knot, and then I always remove the necks. So we're just cutting off the extra neck of that balloon. So we'll just keep going and put probably 5 or 6 in here to start with. If I'm using a 24-inch deco bubble, I will put 5 in of each colour. If I'm using 2, so I'll use 10 balloons in total. This is a 22-inch clears. I would expect it to hold roughly the same amount of balloons. So we just keep putting our stick inside our balloon, pop that into there. Snip the neck. This actually looks quite blue as well, this balloon does, but when it's inflated it'll go quite pale because the pigment of the balloon will spread out. I can also show you how to do this with helium if you like. So we've got 3 blue and 3 pink in there at the moment. Let's go for another pink. These are great for baby showers. Gender reveal is another one that we do a lot of these for. So you can see it's getting quite tight in there, but that's just because the outer bubble isn't inflated yet. Let's go for another 1 of each, I think. And then I'll show you on the last one how we seal this balloon. I think maybe 1 more pink, could be pushing it a little bit, but let's go for 1 more. Push it out of the way. I'm going to go for 1 more in here. Might be pushing it a little bit, but we'll see. See how squashed it is? It's going to look cool. It's going to look really nice when it's done. Okay, so let's just snip off our last neck there. I'm just going to move all these out of the way. These are all my spares. Okay, so now what we need to do is just inflate. Let's just create a nice tight seal around your inflator if you're doing it with air. And I just want to keep going until all of these creases have gone. Okay, that's gone quite a nice size. You can see we've still got quite a lot of space in there as well. So now I'm just going to show you, obviously because we've taken the valve out, if I let go of this it's going to just completely deflate. Okay, you can hear it because I'm not holding it very tight, but now we've got a few wrinkles there because I have let it loose a little bit, so I'm just going to pump that up a bit more because I want it to be nice and flat around the outside. Okay, that is perfect. We don't want to see any wrinkles at all. This is the seam around the edge of the balloon and we don't want to see any wrinkles whatsoever in that. So now what I'm going to do to seal this balloon, I'm just going to twist 3 times to create a nice twist at the bottom. Then I've got a modelling balloon. It doesn't need to be a whole one. In fact, it's not. I'm not going to use a whole one because it doesn't need to be a whole one. This is a scrap now, and all I do is wrap it round really tightly 3 or 4 times. And I'm just going to move myself so I can hold this balloon here. I'll show you. So now that's wrapped around there nice and tightly. You can see that. Okay. Then I'm just going to tie a knot in my modelling balloon. And then I'll just do it again and tie another one this way around. There we go. It doesn't matter if it breaks. Okay, then we can just cut this piece off, and that is nicely sealed there. And we've got all our balloons inside this perfectly round bubble. So when we do these in the shop, they're normally floating. So what we do is take a couple more of the 5-inch balloons, and I will inflate these into duplets. Oops, hang on. So into 2s. They're both the same size, there or thereabouts. Tie them together into a 2. And again, just cut off those necks. Got them together and cross them over, tie them together. Just cut off the necks. So now we've got our 2 duplets, what we can do is cross them over, make them into a quad. So now that's a quad of 4 balloons. And what we can do, let's just grab this, pretend this is a ribbon. So I'm just going to put this on the top of here for now. So we've got our balloon on there. And what we can do is just pop this onto the bottom of there, and then we just get it on both ends, and we can wrap that around like so, and then that just finishes that off really nicely. So we could make a big tower with that on, or we could, if it was helium filled, obviously it would be floating. We could personalise it. There's lots of ways that we can do these, but that is a basic gumball, bubble or clears, crystal clears balloon. So I can do it with a Qualatex deco bubble as well, which is a bit bigger than this balloon, but this is great for showing you how to do it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.